I go to the movies about as often as I go to the horse races, maybe once a year. I saw the movie Secretariat the other night. They had great pictures of the real horse, and I loved it. It was unusual because you're often disappointed with the way anything or anyone you know is portrayed in a movie. The pictures of Secretariat were not disappointing. He looked like the great horse he really was. I'm one of the few people who ever saw Secretariat beaten, too. It was at Saratoga after he won the Triple Crown. I'm not a big horse race fan, and I couldn't care less about most races, but my parents grew up near the Saratoga racetrack, and I've gone there about once a year all my life. I saw Whirlaway, Jim Dandy, Man of War, War Admiral, Seattle Slew, Citation, Dr. Fager, and Secretariat. I've seen most of the great horses of the past run at Saratoga. My parents were born and grew up in Ballston Spa, just a few miles from there in upstate New York. I don't usually care much who wins a horse race, but Secretariat was special to watch. He was big, reddish-brown, and took huge strides, as I recall, and I was always rooting for him. The trouble with any horse racing film is that it's never about either the horses or the races. The film has to be fattened up with a story, and the story doesn't usually ring true. A movie about a racehorse isn't a substitute for actually being at the racetrack and watching the horse run, but this movie comes close.